court again. But we're literally right there. That's it. I mean, I don't expect them to come back with anything else. I think we're right there. It's like everything is all settled. Everything is all agreed upon. So I strongly feel that that any second, any minute now, any hour, both Ryan and Tank will be announcing. Oh, good. On our end, everything is great. We're happy. We're content. And it was look, dealing with networks as well. When you have two networks, it's difficult. But yeah, got it done. We've been discussing how it's going to be announced, but most likely, yeah, the fighters who have all the big major following will announce. Who knows how it's going to happen, but we're expecting for the fighters to announce.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, shouts out to Fight Hub TV and Marcos Villegas. Oscar De La Hoya, he stated that the fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis could be announced as early as today, the latest Monday, right? He said we could venture off into Tuesday, but as early as today and the latest, he would like it to be as Monday because the fight is April 15th and that, they need as much time and to promote this fight between undefeated three-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis and undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, okay? So Oscar De La Hoya, once again, he states that they expecting the fighters to announce it as early as today, and the latest is Monday. He stated that they sat down with the PBC and they had discussions, and they were trying to figure out what was the best way to announce the fight, and they came up with they came to the conclusion that seeing as though Gervonta Tank Davis has a huge social media following, Ryan Garcia has a huge social media following, they would much rather allow them to have, the power to announce the fight, because obviously it's them that are fighting, right? This is going to be a huge fight. You hear people saying that, they're going to break, pay-per-view records. I don't know if that's going to take place, if they're going to break pay-per-view records, but I do think it's definitely going to be a big fight. I definitely think that, it's going to do bigger numbers than they're accustomed to doing. I definitely feel like, this is huge for both guys' careers and their legacies, right? Now, we know Ryan Garcia, he has not fought for a world title, so obviously he's never won a world title. You got to be in it to win it. Gervonta Tank Davis, he's a three-division champion. Some would say he's only a one-division world champion officially because when he won his titles at lightweight 135, it was a WBA regular title. And when he won his title at junior welterweight 140, it was a WBA regular title. And it was already champions there. At 140, you have Josh Taylor, who's the undisputed champion. And at 135, you had Vasyl Lomachenko. Then you had Devin Haney, who's the undisputed champion. So with that said, many people would say, and they would beg to differ, that Gervonta Tank Davis is a three-division champion. This is the way the sport of boxing is currently, scripted today, So with that said, this is huge. The sport of boxing needs big fights. Gervonta Tank Davis being a southpaw, he don't get enough credit, in my opinion, for his ability to box and make adjustments and create angles and set his opponents up to be where he wants them to be and take full advantage of that. Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, very fast hands. He's tall. He has a record of 23 wins, no losses, no draws, with 19 wins by way of knockout. 24 years of age at 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. And Gervonta Tank Davis has a record of 28 wins, no loss and no draw, with 26 big wins by way of knockout. And he is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So Ryan Garcia has a 5-inch height advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis, a 3-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's 4 years younger than Gervonta Tank Davis. But Gervonta Tank Davis has the edge in experience, as he should at this stage of their career. He has the edge and experience, and I just think overall he's just a better pure boxer than Ryan Garcia. I think he sets up his punches better, and his punch selection is better than Ryan Garcia's. I think Ryan Garcia gets to a point where, in the middle of fights, where he relies on his hand speed and power, overly confident with it, and he'll make mistakes, open up extremely wide to give you an avenue to capitalize. You just have to be quick enough, savvy enough, and experienced enough to be able to catch Ryan Garcia in between those combinations that are blistering hand speed and power. And you gotta be willing to take a chance, because if he clip you, he could put you out like Luke Campbell did, right? So with that said, this is huge news. Again, I expect this fight to do about 750,000 pay-per-views. Now, that some may feel like that's extreme, some may feel like that's low. But for today's climate and excuse me, for the way the piracy is in the sport of boxing, and fans being able to stream fights, share fights, download fights, there's so many different avenues today's time to that, people can use to be able to navigate around paying the pay-per-views. That is just, it's absurd, right? So with that said, this is going to be, me in my opinion, I think it's going to do 750,000 pay-per-views. Gervonta Tank Davis' highest pay-per-view is by Steven Espinosa. According to Steven Espinosa, who's Showtime president of sports, he stated that his highest pay-per-view was the Rolly fight, which did 275,000 pay-per-view buys, right? So that's his highest pay-per-view. And Ryan Garcia has never headlined a major pay-per-view card. So with that said, you bring the two together, and the most pay-per-views they've done combined is 275,000, right? As the biggest number, right? You factor in Tank Davis' other fights, it's obviously bigger than that. So with that said, I expect it to sell out. Gervonta Tank Davis, his gates is ridiculous. His gate at the Barclays Center did a $5 million gate record for boxing. At the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., record gate. It was reported, I believe, 5.1 to 5.2 million at the gate. So he sells out the arenas everywhere he goes. He sold out the arena in L.A., Staples Center, now Crypto Arena. He sold out State Farm Arena, Atlanta, Georgia. He sells out, obviously, in his hometown of Baltimore. So Ryan Garcia, he didn't quite sell out in his hometown of Los Angeles at the Crypto Arena, but he did attract a lot of stars, right? Celebrities did come out to watch Ryan Garcia. So when you bring the two together, I definitely feel like they're going to make for a huge, huge, huge event. Maybe pay-per-views may not be huge, but the arena is going to be sold out. I expect a record gate for Tank Davis. It looks like it's going to take place at the T-Mobile. It possibly could take place in MGM. I know there was reports that it could take place also at the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Either which way, you slice it, it's going to sell out. Their attraction, they have huge social media followings, and it's the unknown, right? You have Ryan Garcia hand speed versus Gervonta Tank Davis hand speed and power against Ryan Garcia's power. Who gets there first? Now, we never seen Tank hurt, staggered, wobbled on the canvas. We saw Ryan Garcia in that position before. So, it's the unknown. Can Ryan Garcia, with his power and hand speed, actually clip and hurt Gervonta Tank Davis? Or is Gervonta Tank Davis going to be able to land that big left hand like Luke Campbell landed? I think more so it's going to be the right hand of Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia, after getting floored by Luke Campbell with that left, he's been very cautious, very responsible about catching that left and being focused on it, knowing people are going to attempt to land it more and more. And he hasn't got hit with it clean like that ever since Luke Campbell dropped him, even in that fight. And Gervonta Tank Davis, Luke Campbell is 5'10" and with a 70-inch arm, he's like Ryan Garcia, possibly even longer arms. Tank Davis is much shorter arms, but just a better, higher ring IQ, able to set up the angles and the punches way better than Luke Campbell. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. I personally feel like Gervonta Tank Davis going to win. I think he's going to clip Ryan Garcia probably about the 10th round. You know what I mean? 9th, 10th round. I think it's going to get into the later rounds. I think it's going to definitely be a feel-out process in the beginning, as both guys are going to be, you know, cautious of each other's hand speed and power. So let's see how it unfolds, and look out on their social media for an announcement, an official announcement. Let's see. Hopefully we get it today. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.